me it does. All right. Sorry about that. I'm going to mute this. Okay. So, a little bit changing with the PFL because now I'm scheduling the Wacky World Football League. I've only got 2 free days this week. Next week I only got 1. So, Discord server is going to be mandatory. So, I know a lot of people are late risers, so I will have a Discord stream during the night so we can catch up on a few things. Alright, the PFL, you have to do stadium things and practices. I will brief over the news and stuff like that, but I won't go into details. I will go over emails a little bit, but streaming them on YouTube is not going to be an option if I'm just only going to have 1 day free, okay? So, once we start getting bye weeks, we'll probably get more days free because I will probably push the Wacky World Football League back a day if I get a Saturday free, okay? So that's how that's going to work. So, do you have any questions, Di? Because I know you're part of it. No questions? Okay. Before I continue, let's do a mic check. How am I sounding right now? How am I sounding coming on? Okay. How do I sound now? Did I still be heard over the music? Okay, good. Good to hear. Good to hear. I love it. So, I had the wrong controller too. I pressed the A button on there and it was like, it's not doing anything. Nope, I got the wrong controller. Alright, do you remember what happened last time, Di? Right, it's a flashback case that happened 5 years ago. It had to deal with Phoenix Wright being on trial. He's accused of murdering Doug Swallow of electrocution, which means we were not Phoenix Wright, the defense attorney. We were Mia Fey, the defense attorney. It probably confused a lot of people when they first played Trials and Tribulations, and they played the first game. And it was like, did she die in the first one? So yeah, we ended up convicting Dahlia Hawthorne. Supposed to be a professed girlfriend of Phoenix Wright. Not a self-professed, just a professed girlfriend. Because Amy Rose is supposed to be considered the self-professed girlfriend of Sonic. Alright. That means we are going to a new case, okay? The stolen turnabout. And this case is a weird case. You'll find out why. Time is 1 o'clock a.m. Detective, we made it! Phew, what a relief. Glad the jewel's still safe. Oh, you said it, pal. It must have been a rock-solid security device here. Would you mind opening the safe for me? I didn't catch up with all that, so I had to do the best I could. Ah! We've been had! Out front! Guards, turn on the searchlight! Ah! Better next time, gentlemen! Excuse me, but I'm afraid I must be leaving now. We shall meet again when the next moon is full. October 11th, 3:24 p.m. Wright & Co. Law Offices. Hey, Nick, get a load of this. Hey, are you listening to me? You can clean the toilet later. It's important. What are you freaking about now? Today will be the last time you talk to me that way. Huh? We're about to hit the big time. Big time? And what do you mean by we? You don't mean you and me are... Don't be silly. I'm talking about me and Curly, of course. Hello, it's a pleasure to meet you again, Mr. Nick. Pearl. You haven't changed a bit. Wait. What are you doing here anyway? Haven't you heard, Mr. Nick? Here, take a look at this. What's this? Some kind of poster? Crane Village, isn't it? That's right. It's our hometown. Pearly and mine, that is. What's this about treasure from the boonies? Very funny. You can laugh all you want, but you'll be singing another tune tonight. Tonight? What about tonight? The Treasure the Crane exhibit doesn't actually start until next week, but the promoter sent us some special VIP entry passes. That's why I dressed up extra special today. What do you think, Nick? Same Maya, different day. This young lady here is Maya Fey, the younger sister of Mia Fey, my friend and mentor. I first met her 2 years ago. I was working on the case surrounding Mia's death, and ever since then, I've been the only one who's keeping this law office afloat from behind the scenes. Actually, that's just a cover for her true identity. In reality, he's a spirit medium and a bit of a shady character. Hey! Who are you calling shady? And this little girl is Pearl, right? But I actually call her Pearl. She's Maya's cousin and a spirit medium in training herself. I know I'm a bit young, but I want to help in any way I can, Mr. Nick. Crane Village is the home of the mysterious crane channeling technique. Maya here is the daughter of the crane school of channeling's master. I know it sounds ridiculous, but it's no joke. I've seen her power with my own eyes. It's the real thing, alright? Earth to Nick, how long are you going to make two gorgeous women like us wait? Yes, Mr. Nick, I can't wait any longer. I want to see the exhibit. Looks like I don't have a choice here. Might as well head on out. Treasure exhibit poster added to the court record. October 11th, 7:18 p.m. Lordly Taylor, main exhibit hall. Lordly Taylor, city's finest and most expensive department store. Treasure exhibit, huh? I have to admit, I'm pretty impressed. Wow! This is awesome! Yeah, you can make even the cheapest junk look great. It depends on how you display it. Oh, they even have the dusty old hanging scroll that was in the Bay Manor storage room. Oh yeah, I remember scribbling on it when I was a little girl. On a family heirloom? Say, Nick, the person in charge of this exhibition is waiting for us in the basement warehouse. All right. Guess we should go and say hello. October 11th, Lordly Taylor, basement warehouse. Di, you're going to be in for a surprise. Maybe I can let you guess on who we're going to end up running into. I'm assuming you don't know. The only hint I can give you is we met him before. Guess who you think we're going to run into? I'll give you a hint. It's somebody we've met before. No, but we're in line to meet him. We'll find out. Yep, this is the basement warehouse, all right. This place is scary. I feel like a monster could jump out at any time. Don't be scared, Pearly. I'll protect you. Oh, Mr. Wright. Eek! A monster! You were right! Huh? A monster? Good evening. It's good to see you again. Do you remember her? Her initials in the last game was A. You. Hey, Bunny. Not Andrea. I know you. Haha, nice to meet you too, little miss. Hello. Is she a friend of yours, Nick? And how do you know her, Pearly? Nice to meet you. I'm Adrian Andrews. There you go. Now you remember, Di. Kinda close. Kinda close. I'm in charge of the position and planning of this treasure exhibit. I'm also responsible for the security arrangements. Oh, nice to meet you. Adrian sure has changed since we last met. So this is the warehouse. The really valuable exhibit items are still stored away in here. It's really been a long time, hasn't it, Mr. Wright? Nick, what's going on? Who is this woman? Why are you freaking out on me? What? I just thought it'd be more dramatic if I got all worked up, that's all. Mystic Maya, you should have let him off the hook so easily. Please, Maya, don't say anything that'll needle pearls further. Mr. Wright was there for me when I really needed help. It was something that happened 7 months ago. You remember, don't you? The Nickel Samurai case? Not really. I was stuck in a dark wine cellar. Did that escape your memory, Nick? After that, I quit being a manager and started this job. Wow, that's tough. I'm sorry, Miss Andrews. If it wasn't for us. No, don't say that. I'm glad that the whole thing happened. Thanks to you and everyone else that was involved, I was able to change my whole life. I really am grateful. Ooh, that's a relief. I'm really impressed, Miss Andrews. Handling a huge exhibition like this must be very tiring. Well, Lily Taylor is celebrating their 200th anniversary this year. The works on display in the main exhibition halls are worthy of the finest museums. Woohoo! Did you hear that, Pearly? The finest museums! Yes, I did! That's really wonderful! So this basement warehouse is pretty well protected, huh? Of course it is. After all, there are some priceless treasures here. The security guards are all very highly trained as well. That sounds good. So, what is with that face she's making? Okay. Let me take a look at the guide. See what we got. Pan right. Slide. Then the golden statue. Mystic Maya, take a look next to the door. That's Mystic Amy, right? Yes, that's the statue of the woman who invented the crane channeling technique. Amy Faye. The statue is on loan from one of the trainings hall of the Faye branch family. In fact, it just arrived this morning. Amy Faye's golden statue added to the court record. What's the creepy looking thing she's holding? Don't ask me, how should I know? Well, you are the future master, right? Maybe so, but this is the first time I've ever seen this statue. This thing is the crane shishito. It's a ceremonial sword. Shishito. Shishito. Try pronouncing that, die. Shishito. It's not a real weapon, so the blade isn't sharp. Aw, Booey. I wanted to cut something. What are you eyeing me for? Oh, look, it's already 8 o'clock. Have you all eaten yet? Well, actually, I've already made a reservation at the restaurant at the 12th floor. Why don't we all dine together? Ooh, I like the sound of that. Dine. Sounds so fancy. I had the kids' lunch. Hahaha, Pearly, it's dinner, not lunch. Why don't you go for it and really eat your fill with the kids' dinner? Okay, in that case, one kid's dinner for me. Shall we head upstairs then? After that pleasant evening, all that remained was the wait from the exhibition's opening. It was wonderful seeing Miss Andrews looking so happy. None of us could have imagined that the very next day, something terrible would happen. Yep, I know. I got the backup controller in front of me just right here. And it should be plugged in too. October 12th, 10:09 a.m., Wright and Co. Law Offices. Nick, this is terrible! What the? You're cleaning the toilets again? I never knew you were such a toilet freak. Give me a break, would you? My brain just hit the snooze button for the 5th time. I'm going to turn on the TV. We've got an update on the recent treasure heist. Based on the clues found at the scene of the crime, authorities have announced that they believed it was the work of the renowned phantom thief Mask the Mask. Maske the Mask? According to this spokesperson, Lordly Taylor received a threat letter some days ago. This is the 5th heist by this phantom thief, who only targets rare treasures. Lordly Taylor? Well, Nick, what are you going to do? Don't you dare go back to scrubbing the toilet. Treasure? Lordly Taylor? You don't think? Yes, now give up, Nick. Now get up, Nick. It was stolen by Mask the Maske. Our most valuable treasure. The crane's sacred urn was stolen. What? Refresh my memory a little. What is this sacred urn? It's the only most important treasure in the Crane Village, that's all. Look, it's right here on this poster. Don't you remember what's inside? The urn contains a very important soul. Namely, the soul of Mystic Amy Faye, the founder of the Crane channeling technique. Right, Pearly? Yes, that's right! Hold up. I thought the urn had the name Amy written on it. Now it says, I am. Any idea how that happened, Pearly? Well... There's something special that's up. What do you say, Mr. Nick? That's right. 1 year ago, there was a murder in the Crane Village, Maya's hometown. The sacred urn. It turned out to be an important clue in that case. Sacred urn added to the court record. Okay, the toilet is shinier than the judge's head, so let's see what's next. What's wrong with you, Nick? What do you mean? What do you mean, Mr. Nick? Your beloved Mystic Maya's treasure has been stolen. Doesn't it even bother you? I thought the urn was the village's treasure, so I don't see how... The village is Mystic Maya. She's the future, master of the Terrain School of Channeling. You know what I'm talking about, Mr. Nick. I wouldn't let you say you don't. Okay, I do. So what am I supposed to do about it? Isn't it obvious? Go and find the bad guy who did this. Yeah, and get the sacred urn back. What? I'm not a detective. This has nothing to do with this. If you're a real gentleman, you would find it for your beloved Mystic Maya. Man, oh man, there's no winning against Pearl's fairy tale image of love. So, what's the name of this bad guy again? Mask the Mask, Nick. Make a note of this. Mask the Mask. Ah, it was terrible. I was arrested and everything. One year ago, the murder in the Terrain village. A man was killed during one of Maya's spirit channeling. And this urn would up being the key of evidence that proved her innocence. Mr. Nick, would you mind not telling Mystic Maya about that? You promised, remember? You said you wouldn't tell her when you wrote the urn. Oh yeah, that's right. Now I remember. The urn used to say Amy on it. Until Pearl accidentally broke it into a million pieces. She tried to secretly fit it. Let's just say it didn't work out so well. Sorry, I'm not so good at arts and crafts. Spelling either. Anyways, this is how her gluing project turned out. She put the pieces together wrong, and now instead of Amy, it says, I am. I can't believe no one's noticed this until now and a whole year later. I can't believe it myself. Die, can you believe it? 365 days later, can you believe it? October 12th, Lily Taylor, Main Exhibition Hall. Right, let's see if we can find some clues that might lead us to the bad guy. But it doesn't look like anything has been disturbed. Yeah, it does. It looks pretty much the same as it did last night. Bad guy, huh? Hey! You can't poke around here, pal! Wait a minute, that voice. Oh no, not him again. Di, do you know who this is? It's you! And I'm the one who should be saying not again! Good guess, Di. Why is it that every time something bad happens, you always show up, pal? Gotta remember, he was fired in the last 2 games. And now they hired him back as a detective. This police department cannot make up their mind. I should be asking you that. Aren't there any other detectives? No, I should be asking you that. What are you doing here hanging around here? And no, they keep hiring me back because I'm so good at my job. You gotta get fired a lot because they think I don't do my job very well. Hey, I asked you first, why are you here? Alright, we got it. Why don't you two kiss and make up already? I just got that scene from Super Mario RPG all over again. Where Bowser's kissing boosters. You imagined that, didn't you? Let me guess, you got that, didn't you? When you played Super Mario RPG, you got Bowser kissing Booster. Hello. It's been a long time, Mr. Scruffy Detective. Sandpaper, yeah. Oh, it's you, little missy. The dishwasher's done good. Go turn it off. I hear it beeping. Actually, my name is Gumshoe. Detective Dick Gumshoe. No, there's a good chance for you to try to remember it all, right? And if it's too long for you, you can just call him Dick. Okay, it's good to see you again, Mr. Detective Dick. Yeah, good to see you again too, I guess. The sense of humor that this game has. This is the reason why I like the game. It's one of the very few visual novels that has such a sense of humor that makes me want to go back and play it over and over again. And this is like, what, the 11th or 12th time I've played this game? Mr. Detective Dick, can you tell us about what happened? Oh, you're trying to remember her name. Atta girl. It's Gumshoe, okay? Anyways, the thief stole something called the Sacred Urn. I know about that. That face. That $1 million face. That serious look when she looks into your eyes and says, I know about that. Very intimidating. She doesn't have to do much to intimidate people. Which is why you like her, right, Di? Well, the criminal's name is Master Mask. I know about that, too. Detective, can't you tell us something other than that? Well, I guess I sort of kind of owe you guys, in a way. The crime occurred last night at around 1:30 in the morning. How exactly do you know that? We got an emergency phone call from a guard at the scene of the crime, pal. He said, the urn was just stolen. Right, dead. I told you I got the backup prepared. It was sitting right in front of me. The scene of the crime? You mean here, right? Wrong. The urn was being kept under careful guard in the basement warehouse. Basement warehouse, huh? So who was guarding the basement warehouse? That guy. It's all his fault that the thief got away, pal. He solves one case and gets a swelled head and thinks that he's an ace detective. Ace detective? Hey, Detective Gumshoe, how about this Master Mask? Is he famous? What? You're joking, right, Nick? Master Mask is the hottest thing since sliced bread. That doesn't sound too famous. Sliced bread has been around since the Greek, right? Since, before Christ was born, right? When was the invention of the bread? About 10,000 years ago. The 14,000-year-old crumb suggested that the ancient tribes were quite adept at food-making techniques and developed them earlier than we had given them credit for. The established archaeologists' doctrine states that humans first began baking bread about 10,000 years ago. It was a pivotal time in our evolution. Bread lore, yes. Bread lore. Yeah, it said, I just read 10,000 years ago, which is before Christ. Basically before Christ, because we're in 2024, which is nowhere near 10,000 years. Sometimes he appears as a museum guard. Sometimes he appears as a big brown bear, known to surprise unsuspected victims. But underneath that is those disguise, the true Master Mask. So he's some kind of master disguise, huh? And he only goes after the finest works of art, pal. Last night was his fifth hike. If Lily Taylor had only cooperated, I could have caught him this time. What? Then you knew he was planning on stealing the sacred urn? Of course I did. The guy always sends his calling cards before he steals something. Calling cards. I mentioned that on TV. So why do you call him Ace Detective anyway? That's what he calls himself, pal. I didn't make it up. So what's he like? Well, I told you, Master Mask has made 5 hikes so far. On the 4th hike, the detective managed to get the stolen treasure back. Wow, that is impressive. All by himself? Yeah, I gotta admit it, pal. Maybe he really isn't as good as he says. Every time the thief sends one of the calling cards, we send our men on a stakeout, but none of us has ever gotten so much of a glimpse of this guy. That Mr. Ace Detective was able to retrieve the stolen treasure from the thief. Anyways, you have to see the crime now. Looking for clues. Down in the basement warehouse, huh? So what's the calling card? Here it is. But don't show it to anyone. Top secret, okay, pal? What's this mark on the front? That's the Master Mask signature emblem, pal. You could say it's his mark. All of his calling cards have got it on them. They didn't mention that on the news flash. We're withholding that detail from the public for operational reasons. The only way you can tell if a calling card is real or not is by the semblance. Calling card added to the court record. You would think that would be obvious. Something like that would have been very obvious to figure out just by looking at it. That makes sense. When you get famous, there are always imitators. Mr. Nick, if you work a little harder, maybe you could have your own copycat someday. I'm going to tell you right now, that's a bit of foreshadowing. Thanks, I guess. October 12th, Burley Taylor Basement Warehouse. No matter how many times we come here, this place always gives me the chills. Probably the cold air. That's probably because it's air conditioned to protect the art pieces, you know. Welcome to my private little banquet of chaos. Huh. What the heck did that mean? I'm afraid I have very little to offer, but please, make yourself at home. Who are you anyways? Where the heck is Batman? Shh, silence. Now I see. It's all becoming clear. What do you see? Worry! The truth has, once again, been elegantly revealed to me. A lawyer and a spirit medium. Neither very advanced in their trade. Am I wrong? Yikes! That's scary. How did you know that? How you say? Universe skeptic would say that how is nothing but a question of why. I am a traveler of both time and space and a swimmer of dreams. What is he talking about? I can't make heads or tail of it. Without further ado, let me fulfill what should be the first duty of any gentleman. An introduction. And introduce myself. The name is Acme. Look at me. No, I'm not gonna look at you. Yeah, look at him. Look at him. See, he wants you to look at him. Play on words. Full of them. Ace Detective. Oh, hi. Don't let him imitate you, Nick. Stand up and show him what you're made of. The name's Wright. Phoenix Wright. Ace Attorney. I'm my Fae, a spirit medium. And I'm okay. I'm with my cousin, spirit medium, Ace Apprentice. Excellent. Well then, shall we begin our little game? Game? Why does that phrase, one short of a baker's dozen, come to mind with this guy? I don't know, but I see a cross between the Joker and Kafka in this man. The similarities between Kafka and Joker, they're both clowns. Dai is probably hiding from this guy. I am not gonna look at him! So are you really as famous as you say? Of course! For a lawyer, you have a rather shocking lack of knowledge about the world. I have no idea anyone was left in the city that had not heard of me. Look at me. No, I'm not gonna look at you! I am Mask the Mask arch enemy, the ace detective. Look at me. This is going to be one funny series of dialogue. At this moment, there are two mighty figures which loom large over this grand city: Batman and Joker. These funny names. One embodies the imperious force of darkness, Batman. The other angelic cherubs of light, Joker. Boy, now I'm really lost. What is he saying, Nick? I have been personally on the heels of this villain since his first crime. After learning this criminal's patterns, I thwarted his very latest loathsome larceny. I even returned the target of his tyranny, the portrait of Regina, to the crime scene. And I did it all by myself. I took it back from mask to mask, with my brawny mind and my brilliant muscles. Yeah, they mentioned it on the news, in the Great People Around Town segment. They said that the museum gave you an incredible jewel as a reward. Well, compared to the treasure that I received from them, it's not much. So, in the end, the only thing that makes you great is your self-praise. Oh, tell us what you know about Mask to Mask. Keep it simple, please. About how I have devoted my life to thwarting his dastardly deeds. Last night here in the bowels of this store, we were locked in a most vicious battle of diarrhea. Well, he said balls. I see. Huh? Hang on a second. You were here last night here in Lordly Taylor? Naturally, wherever Damask goes, you'll find Acme laying his elegant traps. Elegant traps? More like Damask elegance. You and made a beautiful getaway. But this time, I allowed him to escape with the illusion of victory. I wonder if I should ask him about what happened last night in more detail. Can you tell us exactly what happened here last night? But of course, after all, I always say there should be no secrets between aces. Flattery will get you nowhere, Pinocchio, Joker, Kefka. I first received a request for my service 20 years ago, and it was 10 days ago that we received mask-to-mask's calling card. Huh? You were hired before the calling card even arrived? Yes, you see, the person who hired me is quite righteous and thorough. That's Adrian for you. A mere 10 days after hiring me, the worst premonitions were realized. The calling card arrived, right? Yes. So ace detective that I am. I set a trap for the thief right in the warehouse and waited for him alone. Alone? But why? Why didn't you go to the police for help? Ridiculous. Why would I seek help from such a singularly useless group of nincompoop? You got a lot of nerve. After all, it was you that let the mask get away, Casey Jones. Always operate alone and concealed, out of the sight of others. What are you, a Ninja Turtle? Concealed? Precisely. Really? Even the guards on duty here were unaware of my presence. To fool your enemies first, you must fool your friends. It's my own original proverb. Anyway, back to what happened last night. As I was saying, I hid here in the warehouse and waited for the thief to arrive. I swear to you, not a solitary soul came through that entrance. Nevertheless, the sacred urn disappeared. But that's impossible! How could it just disappear? How, you ask? Don't be ridiculous, Sir Lawyer. If I knew the answers to that question, I wouldn't be here. For someone who seriously messed up his own stakeout, he's rather full of himself. So you're saying that even though on one came through... Okay, Capcom, you really need to fix this. This is one of the biggest typos I ever seen. So you're saying that even though no one came through those doors last night, our precious urn still somehow vanished from under your nose? That's just not possible. That's not what I want. That's what I want. There we go. Tit, say lawyer. Please refrain from such crude behavior. What do you mean? This criminal is an artist. The crime scene is the canvas upon which he paints. Only I, Ace Attorney, have an eye which is educated enough to read the sign. You mean the one that says "burr" back there? Did you translate that for me, Nick? I think he pretty much says don't touch anything, amateurs. If there's something you wish to know about, you have but to ask Acme. I know everything there is to know about my rival, Mask to Mask. What do I do now? Does he have any top secret information? Stuff that only a real crime buff would know? I'll think about what to ask while I listen to what Mr. Ace Detective has Master calling card. It's got his emblem printed on it, right? Quite impressive, but I would expect nothing less from my arch rival. I'm surprised to see you in possession of a top secret piece of information. Well, we got an Ace Lawyer and an Ace Spirit Medium and an Ace Cousin Apprentice here. Yes, indeed. I think I can learn to like you, my fellow Ace professionals. I don't know if I really want this guy to like us. Ever! Well, Sir Lawyer, I've been told that you, too, are pursuing the mysterious thief. Well, I'm not sure. That's right. We're going to find the sacred urn no matter what we have to do. Excellent. I will trust you. I permit you to take a look around while I investigate elsewhere. If, perchance, you should discover something of value, return to my office. My Office of Earthly Delights. The Acme Agency, Detective Agency. Office of Earthly Delights? Well then, Sir Lawyer, if you'll excuse me, I have much to do. Wait a minute. He's gone. I don't like the idea of doing this guy's work for him. Oh, come on, Nick. Don't worry about it. It's no big deal. Let's hurry up and investigate before he changes his mind. I want to go to his office, too. Take me with you, okay? Wow, this is awesome. What did this Andrew say this was called again? A shikishito. It's literally seven branch sword. It's Japanese, or so says Miss Andrew. Wow, it's pretty heavy. One hit 7 times for fun. Pretty catchy, huh? I bet it'll sell like hotcakes. There's something about it that bothers me. Wow, you're really firing on all cylinders there, Pearly. This sword. Wasn't Mr. Acme holding it last night? Ah! And another thing. The sword wasn't bent last night like it is now. You're right. Awesome, Pearly! I wouldn't have expected anything less from my little Ace apprentice. The sword is bent, so that means last night someone used it somehow. Aha! I just thought of something. Maybe Detective Acme smashed the mask with it. Like this. Ow! What the heck? What do you think, Pearly? I think it's even more bad than it was before. Oh man, my head, my hair. I'm glad I didn't lose my memory this time. Glad it's not the fire extinguisher. Chito added to the court record. This statue of Mr. Acme is so cool. I want a gold statue myself. We could put it in the office. Hey, it's Wright & Co. How about a gold statue of me? Mr. Nick? I'm sorry, but I noticed something strange. Huh? What is it, Pearls? The statue of Mr. Acme. Was this where it was last night? Ah! I'm pretty sure it was closer to the door. Yeah, I think you're right. Great job, Pearly. I wouldn't expect anything less from my ace cousin. So the statue was moved on the night of the crime. Amy Faye's golden statue updated in the court record. Hey, Pearly, do you know what this is? It's a computer. A computer? Oh, I've heard of those. That's such a cute name. Looks like this computer is for storing the data from the security camera. When someone comes in or out of the warehouse, the camera takes a photo of them. It's probably the trap that the detective set up. Let's see if we can find last night's data on this thing. We might even find a photo of Mask to Mask. Let me see. Man, I really stink at working these things. What's wrong, Mr. Nick? You're sweating an awful lot. I don't know how to pull up the photos. I had no idea you were so pathetic with high-tech stuff, Nick. Yeah, well, I managed to print out the camera data anyways. I guess you have to learn to crawl before you walk, right, Nick? Yeah, sure. Anyways, it looks like the camera only went off once last night. Camera data recorded to the court record. Okay. Hey, Nick! Your cell phone's ringing. Hello, finished right here. Oh, it's me, Gumshoe. Gumshoe, what is it? What's so funny? I'll tell you what's funny, pal. I finally beat him. I beat Mr. Ace Detective. Finally, this underdog is the alpha dog today that stuck-up detective met his match. Yep, I finally caught him. Lock, stock, and barrel. There's no escape for him. You caught him? Are you saying you captured Mask to Mask? Bingo! Well, actually, he surrendered, but I still got him. Mask to Mask surrendered? That's great! So when can we come and pick up the sacred urn? Well, you see, I was going to tell you. What? Something wrong? Do you think you can swing by the detention center somehow? The detention center? He wants to talk to you. That's the mask, that is. What? He wants to talk to Nick? I'll be waiting for you, pal. So get over here soon. Detention center, huh? October 12th, Detention Center, Visitors Room. Hey, pal, welcome to the Detention Center. You're sure in a happy mood, aren't you? Yep, after all, we got mastered. Right, but, so where's the sacred urn? Oh, sorry about that, pal. I guess I didn't really think about it before. But you're the victim in this case. Huh? Well, I guess I should let you guys hear the story straight from the horse's mouth. You know, he's right, Nick. He is. If you think about it real hard, we are the victims. Well, I guess so, in a way. I'm so used to thinking of the victim as a dead person because we're always on murder cases. Excuse me. But anyway, I have to get the sacred urn back. Please don't just ignore me. Who are you? I'm Mask to Mask. Okay. Hey, Nick, doesn't he look kind of, well, gangly? Well, I'm going to like the famous Mask the Mask. I don't think this guy could punch his way out of a wet paper bag. So you're the mask guy? Yes, you bet! No, that's wrong. You see, it's complicated. Sort of yes and sort of no. What's wrong? Well, when I say wrong, what I really mean to say is that it's not right, per se. If you said it, see, it's not spelled masque de mask, it's actually mask de mask. What's with this guy? Well, he's a timid little weakling, we know that much. Don't do that. Don't look at me like that. I don't need your pity. I made you cry, baby, too. So, why did you get yourself up? Well, you see, it's because, well, I know why. It's because you stole such a priceless treasure. And now you're overwhelmed with guilt, am I right? Priceless treasure? That broken old urn? I have a little favorite glass. Yes? What is it? Could you go in and talk to Desi? Desi? Look, we really want our urn back, so where is it? I'm sorry, I'll give it back. I really will. So I can't make promises I can't keep. I'll just look for people. Who does this sound like to you, Di? Who does this sound like to you? Mr. Nick, I couldn't hear what he just said, especially that last part. Mr. Damask, do you think you could speak up a little? Yes, sir, I will. Maybe not. You see, I'm already speaking in my normal voice, so I really can't. You get why this text looks like it's fading, right? Mr. Damask, about the urn. Oh, yes, the urn! Right away! Oh, actually, no. I wouldn't mind telling you, but actually, I'm afraid I don't... Am I doing a good job making it sound like you can't hear those words? Enough already, just tell it to us straight. Please don't yell at me. I'm sorry. Better I lost it. What? What did you just say? Did you just say lost it? Yes. No. Maybe so. I mean, yes, I lost it. Well, what do you mean? Well, you know, I lost it. Like I said, these things just happen. You're on the train and you get distracted and you forget your bag, you know. What? You forgot our sacred urn on a train? Wait a minute. You went on the train dressed like that? No, I was just speaking hypothetically, that's all. Anyway. I'm so sorry! I just lost it somewhere. I don't know where. This guy's story is more surreal than a Dali painting. Di, you know who Salvador Dali is, right? Couple of things you could probably remember of Salvador Dali. The painting, the melting clock painting. That's one. And the fact that he was also worked with Walt Disney. Are you really sure that this creep is mask to mask? Maya, don't call him a creep. Although I do have to admit, I understand your doubts about this guy. So, who is this Jesse person? Please, don't talk about my wife like that! You probably did not expect that, did you? Wife. Somebody like him being married. But wait until you see his wife. I'm sorry, the truth is, it was my wife that told me to have you all come here. Do you think you could go and visit her at my hideout? Hideout? Mr. Nick! Well, what does he mean by hideout? Oh, sorry. Naturally, I mean to say my secret base. Your secret base? Well, my apartment. The Palazzo Pepe, 3rd floor. Let's go look, Nick, to Mask hideout. It tells me she just likes the sound of the word hideout. October 12th, Mask hideout. Wow. Check this place out. No doubt about it, this is Mask hideout, alright. Who is it? Is that you, Ronnie? Huh? Who are you people? How does that guy marry this woman? The unsolved mysteries of romance. How does a guy like Ron marry a woman like her? Are you Jesse Delight? That's right, I'm Desiree. Ah, Oh, he must be the lawyer and the victim. Yeah, that's us. Your husband told us to stop by and speak with you. I'm IFA, and this is Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. Nicky Boy and Maya, huh? I can't see how grateful I am that you decided to help my Ronnie. Well, you're welcome. You really call me Nicky Boy. About your husband. Isn't he the cutest? A bit weak sometimes, though. A bit. By the way, did you know they mentioned Maya on TV? Huh? Really? They said you own the area and that you're doing some shady training at a law office now. Remind me not to watch that channel news program. After I saw that, I thought it might be a good idea to meet the lawyer they mentioned. I see. My Ronnie? He has a powerful imagination and gets deluded easily. He kept insisting that he was going to surrender to the police. I didn't know what to do. It was me! I stole the urn, he kept saying, as if it was even possible. Huh? But, are you saying he didn't? Of course he did. Why would my Ronnie ever do something like that? Well, you know, it's a priceless treasure and, you know, is it possible his wife doesn't know his secret identity? Me? I'm the kind of woman that needs excitement in her life. Excitement, huh? Yeah. I'm at my happiest when I'm racing along with my bike, going at full throttle. Riding a motorcycle is like putting your life on the line, you know what I mean? Oh, I think it depends on how you ride it. I'm the type that can't stand living a boring, dreary old life with no action. No offense, but your husband, Ron, doesn't exactly look like the right about that. He's definitely not one of the thrills and dangers. But I do have to say that he makes up for it in other ways. Other ways? Yes, money. Ronnie is incredibly rich. A super genius. He bought me a bike that's so fast it would make your head spin. Shopping? I like to shop so much it makes Ron's head spin. The other day it actually happened. His head actually started to spin. Man, talk about a high maintenance wife. So where does Mr. Delight get all this money from? Ryan's a security guard. They put their lives on the line, right? So they get paid tons of money in return. Tons of it. I think it's my turn for my head to spin. Can you tell us about what happened last night? What time did the incident take place again? What time was it again, Maya? According to Detective Gunter, it was around 1:30 in the morning. Ah, last night was horrible. I got pulled over. Pulled over? Yes, I always do my best lying. You're talking about your motorcycle, right? Yes, anyways, last night I got pulled over by a policeman. I can't believe he caught up to me. It was a great chase, let me tell you. When he finally caught me, the poor man was as white as a sheet. It was about 3 in the morning when I finally got home. Sounds like she got an airtight alibi. I would say so. Wow, what about Mr. Delight? I don't really know. We weren't together at the time of that night. But when I got home, he was already fast asleep. So basically, he's got no alibi. Okay. Mr. Light, you must know, right? About your husband and Mask the Mask? Mask the Mask? Of course. I know all about it. My husband is his biggest fan. Yep, what? Huh? Biggest fan? Yes, and Ronnie can be pretty delusional sometimes. That's how this whole misunderstanding happened. Wait a minute, did you say delusional? Yes, that's right. I just don't know what I'm going to do with him. You see, Ronnie actually believes that he is Mask the Mask. What? What are you talking about? So, when did Ron first become Mask the Mask? What are you talking about? He's not Mask the Mask. But wait a second. Look around this room. This place is obviously Mask the Mask's hideout. No, you're totally wrong. A real thief's hideout wouldn't look like this. It's because Ronnie is so timid himself that he looks up to heroic figures. Heroic figures, but Mask the Mask is a bad guy. So, he's deluded, huh? Could that really be true? Anyways, if he really had stolen the urn, wouldn't he still have it? Well, I suppose so. Then why don't you ask him if he has the urn or not? He has a point. Mr. Delight isn't exactly the criminal type. But something about Ron's behavior bothers me. Maybe it's true. Maybe Mr. Delight isn't Mask the Mask after all. Say, can I ask you something, Nicky boy? What is it? I know I may seem like a bad girl on the outside, but the one thing I won't stand for is illegal activity. I had the feeling you wouldn't. You're tough, but I can tell you've got a good heart. Somebody frame my poor Ronnie. I just know it. Can you give this to Ronnie for me? A letter? Yes, for Ronnie. I want him to fight back. Miss Delight. Okay, you've got it. Just relax and leave it all to us. Oh, that's right. Here, this is from your wife. Oh, from Desi? Thank you! Letter given to Mask the Mask. Actually, more like taken. My dear Ronnie, how are you? I'm doing fine. He's clutching into the letter so hard the ink is going to be squeezed out. You look so happy. You should write a letter to Mr. Maya too, Mr. Nick. Mr. Lawyer? Yes. In the letter that Desi wrote, she said, ask this guy to be your lawyer. Huh? I know this would be asking a lot, but could you please take my case? My trial starts tomorrow. Hey, hang on a second. He can't be your lawyer. Why not? What do you mean, why not? We're the victims in this case, right? Victims of this mask-to-mask guy. Well, yeah, according to Desiree, he didn't do it. She said, poor man, he's deluded himself into thinking he did it. Right, Mr. Nick? Come on, she could be lying to protect her husband. Well, that's true. No, actually, that actually is hard to say. Oh no, it's spreading! Oh, please! I'll give you the treasure of your choice in return. What should I do? Die. You're given this choice, but I will tell you right now, we're going to end up going in a loop if you pick the wrong one. Well, Mr. Delight, I've decided to give it a try. I'll defend you. Really? You will? Hey, what are you doing, Nick? He's a thief. You can't trust him. Well, he may be a thief, but I think there's more to this case than meets the eye. Mr. Nick, I was wrong about you. I should have trusted you. Pearls? I can't believe you defend this person after what he did to Mystic Maya. I'll never forgive you, ever! Pearly, wait! This is going to be ugly. I'll go after her. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to cause any trouble. So I'm going to tell you something right now, Di. They kind of made a mistake with this game, and I will explain it to you as we go through the game. This is the traditional music for this game for the detention center, okay? So when we get to the next case, I'm going to explain some things and why the music the way it is. This music only appears in 2 cases. And I remember this music giving out a horrible vibration against the television too. If you listen, you'll hear it. That entire chord, when we were playing this on the Wii, would give out a very horrible vibration against the speakers. We weren't entirely sure why that was the case. When I understood there was some high notes in there. But I felt like it shouldn't have been that bad because it wasn't bass. Well, you couldn't have known she reacted like that. I guess I might as well start investigating. Oh, Maya? Oh, where's Pearls? She said she's going back to the office. Go check on her later, will you? And what about you? Are you okay with me taking Mr. Delight's case? Yeah. I'm fine, Nick. I believe in you. I think I'm gonna cry. I know you have a lot of work to do. I really appreciate it. Okay, Nick, let's get this show on the road. October 12th, Wright & Co. Law Offices. Ah, Mr. Nick, welcome back. Oh, hey, Pearls. You're back too, I see. I went and bought us a strawberry cake. I'll go make some tea to go with it. Hey, Pearls? It looks like she feels really bad about what happened at the detention center. Mr. Nick, I was wrong about you. I shouldn't have trusted you. I'll never forgive you, ever! Mr. Maya, the tea is ready! Oh, thanks. Come on, Mr. Nick. Please have some of this cake. Yeah, thanks. Pearls. Oh, excuse me. I was in the middle of cleaning the toilet. Hey, it's okay. I just cleaned it this morning. Too late. This might be a good time for us to ask about her. I first met Pearls a year ago. It was when the murder happened at the Crane Village. I still remember what she said to me when we first met. You're Mr. Nick, right? You're Mr. Maya's special someone. Hey Maya, I always thought it was because she was young, but what? Pearls, I think she got the wrong idea about you and me. Huh? There's something you need to understand. What is it? It's kind of like a Crane Village custom, sort of. Pearl seems to love you a lot. It's because I'm her only cousin, and because of the murder case last year, Pearl's mother is... Oh yeah. I remember now. Pearl's mother, Morgan Fay. She's serving a prison term in isolation right now. So you see, I'm the only family Pearlie has right now. But it's the same for me too. Maya. My mother's 22. There are hardly any men in the Crane Village. Now that you mention it, I never actually saw any men there when I visited. I'm pretty sure I told you about it a long time ago. About how spiritual powers run very strong in the Fay family. Yeah, you did, and that's why you're undergoing training to be a spirit medium, right? Yeah, the thing is, only women can actually inherit the special power. That's why the whole culture of Crane Village kind of revolves around its women. Oh, that's understandable. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, but because of that, there tends to be a lot of unsuccessful marriages. Oh? Well, many start to feel left out after a while, and then they just start leaving. Especially if the man has a daughter. Are you saying that Pearl's father? He's gone. He left the village when she was very young. Boy, that's tough. Yeah, and she grew up seeing nothing but unhappy marriages all around her. That's why she's so sensitive to things like that. So your mother's still missing? Yeah, and no one has any idea where she is. Maya's mother, Misty Faye. The current master of the crane channeling technique. She disappeared 17 years ago after getting involved in a certain police case. Remember that case, Di? But you're sure she's still alive, right? Yeah, I know she is. It's sort of a spirit medium thing. And if your mother doesn't come back, then what? Then according to the laws of the village, I'll become the next master. It's Maya. The master of the crane technique. Sounds like a heavy responsibility. Hello, Hiyami. Yeah, but there's no one else with the blood of the Fae main family who's a spirit. Well, Nick, why don't we go out and start investigating? We're not going to learn anything just sitting around the office. Yeah, I know, but first I want to talk to Pearls. Mr. Nick? Yeah? I acted like a baby. Pearls? I doubted you. Even though missing Maya trusted you completely. I guess I still have a lot of training to do. Mr. Nick? Yes? And from the bottom of my heart, I apologize for what I said. Oh, it's okay. Well, I'm going down for a little bit. Huh? Where are you going? I may be small, but I still have a lot of spirit channeling powers. So I'm going to show you I can be useful too, by finding some evidence. Hey, wait. She sure runs fast. Nick, let's back off and give her some room, okay? Yeah. October 12th, Lorelei Taylor main exhibition hall. Maya! Oh, Miss Andrews. I'm so sorry, it's my fault. Your precious urn. Your precious urn. Please, calm down. What's wrong? It never ends. Everything I touch ends in failure. Maya, I'm sorry. I'll do anything to make it up to you. No, it's okay. I know I don't look it, but I'm good with my hands. I could make you another urn. Hold on. Just wait, okay? Breathe. Calm down and talk to us. Forgive me. Forgive me. So when did you get the calling card for Master Mask? Let's see, exactly 10 days ago. I was going to show it to the police, but the detective stopped me. So you asked Detective Acme to help with security? Yes, in fact, it was about 20 days ago I hired him. He seems to know much more than Master Mask more about Master Mass than the police. So you hired him for security even before the calling card arrived? Well, yes, I had a premonition that something bad might happen. We've learned to trust my hunches, so that's why there are security cameras even in the basement warehouse. Yes, Lily Taylor is very serious about their security measures. It was their way of saying bring it on to any potential thieves. Well, he sure brought it last night and even left with a nice souvenir. Can you tell me a bit about the security for the treasure exhibit? It was all my fault! I never should have called that paltry little collection a treasure exhibit anyways. Why do you say that? The urn that was stolen is a pretty important object. Maybe, but its actual value after appraise was, well, practically zero. Zero? I polished it until it was just about glowing. I thought maybe I could make it look more valuable. But the urn contains the soul of Mr. Gaming. Anyways, I left all the security arrangements to Detective Acme. But 5 days ago, I began to receive all sorts of other exhibit items from Crane. Lots of people started going in and out of the warehouse down there. So maybe one of them was actually Master Mask in disguise. Now, I personally checked out everything that came through here, so that's not possible. Knowing Adrian, she probably even checked out what they ate for breakfast that morning. October 12th, Acme Detective Agency. Hello? Well. How lovely it is to see you again, my dear. Welcome to my abode. Relax and soak up the atmosphere. We're actually kind of... Shh. Silence. Di, let me know if that looks creepy. Precisely as I expected. What is it? Safari! The truth has once again been elegantly revealed to me. A lawyer and a spirit medium. Am I correct? I think we've already been through this. Ha! So my estimation was correct. Safari! How truly elegant. Now then, what can I do for you? You mentioned before that you were on guard duty all alone last night. Precisely. This is my 5th encounter with my arch enemy. I refuse to allow anyone to interfere with the rightful pursuit of my prey. I heard you've been after Master Mask since his very first heist. Yes, my dear. I see you've done your homework. In his very first heist, the vile thief Telford, the famous jewel, the Tear of Eminon. I first encountered him in the museum's sacred hall, the crime scene itself. So that's why you were hired as security for the treasure exhibit? I'm pretty sure he said that Adrian Andrews hired him. Yes, I borrowed some equipment from Lily Taylor and set the perfect trap. You mean the security camera? thought you were watching the area yourself too. So how did Master Mask manage to steal the area? That's the $1,000,000 question. What is the mask modus operandi? Mr. Acme, did you know about the sacred urn? I'm interested in only one thing, my dear, and that is Master Mask. Sacred urn? That has nothing to do with this case. But wasn't that what Master Mask stole this time? I'm a hunter, sir. The urn was nothing more than a lure to catch my prey. Do you yourselves remember the shape of the individual peanuts you threw to the pigeons? I don't think I like this guy's attitude, Nick. Well, anyways, it looks like he doesn't know about the urn. There's something that's kind of bothering me. Please, my dear, ask me anything you like. After all, we are all but seekers, wandering alone in the dark. Well, Joker, I was wondering how Master Mask managed to steal the urn. I mean, isn't it strange that you didn't seem to know Batman? Yeah, now that you mention it, it is strange. After all, you were on guard that night to see the crime. Oh, hey, R3D Gaming. Welcome. Thank you for the like. Unless you were sound asleep, and you should have at least seen Master Mask. What the? It's a Cyclock. Cyclock? Hey Nick, what is this Cyclock thing? Well, your Magatama lets me see what people are keeping secret. By breaking their mental locks, I can find out what those secrets are. What? That Magatama has that kind of power? Maya, you're the one who gave me this Magatama last year. Well, it's true that this Magatama is a prized Fae family heirloom, but Pearly was the one that actually imbued it with the spiritual powers, right? That's why I don't really know much about it, about what it can do. This is the woman that's going to take over the Crane Village School someday. So, how do you do it? How do you break the Cyclock thing? Well, you present the Magatama to the person with the secret. Cool! I can't wait to see it in action. Come on, try it out! Oh boy, I think the future master still needs to learn how to be patient. Alright. Di, are we ready to break this lock? Is that water turned off in the spigot? Take that! Master Mask MO. Detective Acme. You were standing guard at the scene of the crime. There's no way you didn't see the mask commit the crime. Well, now, I can hardly see why you're so positive about that. Yes, indeed, I was guarding the warehouse. That much is true. But I can tell you for certain that not a single person passed through that door. I'm not sure why, but this Acme guy is lying through his teeth. What are you multitasking? I know. I'll show him some proof. Detective Acme, I have here a proof that someone went through that door last night. Nope, that's not going to prove that somebody went through the door. That's just proof that it's not in this location where it was before. Pretty much it's just telling us that something happened. Well, that's not going to help us either, because that's pretty much going to tell us the same thing the sword told us. Something happened in the basement warehouse. Says camera data.
Take that!
There is a security camera set up at the scene of the crime. It should have automatically taken a photo of anyone that went through that door. Precisely. I hope you don't mind, but we've already gotten our hands on the camera data. As you can see, the camera went off exactly once last night. What? But my monocle didn't catch anyone in its flat. I must have some kind of computer malfunction. It must be. Maybe it was your monocle that malfunctioned. What? Are you saying that I didn't do my job properly? Detective Acme, you must have seen the thief last night. Question is, why are you trying to hide it? If he's hiding it, there must be some reason. Some reason that he desperately wants to keep hidden. And I've just got the piece of evidence that proves it. Okay, let's suppose you didn't manage to see mask to mask. In that case, the real reason you didn't at the time was because you were... I'm afraid that making a guess is not enough. Time to put your money where your mouth is. Show me your evidence.
Take that!
Detective Acme, you were knocked unconscious by the thief, weren't you? Ha ha ha. Surely you must be joking. You think that I look at me could be knocked unconscious so easily? This sword proves it. That's... For the thief, this sword was in the hands of the statue of Amy Faye. Furthermore, at the time, it was not bent. Yeah. There's only one explanation. You were struck on the head and knocked unconscious by this sword. Well, detective, how about it? I'm impressed. You truly are an ace attorney. I can't deny that there may be a small hint of truth in what you say. So, you were knocked out when the thief first clobbered you? Clobbered? What an ugly way of saying it. But I suppose you could put it that way. The coward struck at the precise moment that I turned to look at the computer. So, you never noticed the thief had entered the warehouse? No, the coward must have wormed his way in through somehow, because the door, perhaps the air duct or the sewer pipe. Then my arch nemesis struck me on the head from behind with this gruesome item here. Ouch! Mr. Acme should have his poor head examined. You could say that again. How could he have underestimated the thief that badly? Shishito, updated in the court record. Well, looks like we got one thing cleared up anyway. Huh? What? That Acme is the greatest ace detective in the world? No, that he never actually saw the thief. Oh, that's right. So the thief may not even be mask to mask. Just one moment, sir lawyer. The thief was unquestionably mask to mask. But you never actually saw him. Perhaps so, but I installed a security camera for just such a contingency. Oh. Last night the camera went off exactly once. Behold, this is the photo of the dastardly thief taken by the security camera. That's him. Mask to mask. Security camera photo added to the court record. The thief can be none other than the arch criminal Mask to Mask. After all, very good reason for committing such brazen crime. What are you talking about? So, what did you mean by he had a very good reason? Exactly that. Mr. Delight had a very good reason to dress up and commit those crimes. There should be a green envelope somewhere in his room. You'll need to go and investigate. But how would you know that? Have you forgotten? You're speaking to the finest ace detective ever to walk on the face of the earth. And to have a detective to know that must be breaking laws into people's houses just to find these things. Because they are not psychic. The most brilliant mind since, well, ever. Look at me. I am not looking at you. Stop telling me to look at you. Well, I guess we better go and take a look just in case. Hey, Nick. Remember what Detective Acme said? Exactly that. Mr. Delight had a very good reason to dress up and commit those crimes. There should be a green envelope somewhere in his room. You'll need to go and investigate. A green envelope, huh? Looks like this is it. Okay, let's have a look. You don't want your true identity revealed to the world. Come to KB Security at 1 o'clock a.m. on October 12th and bring $50,000. $50,000? This is a blackmail letter. Sure looks like a major clue, all right. Blackmail letter added to the file. Okay, die. We're gonna meet somebody new. Kind of new. Okay? And you'll probably know this person. Oh, someone's at the door. I'll be right back. Won't take but a second, I promise. Oh, thank you for coming. That's so nice of you. Well, when I see a damsel in distress, I just can't help myself. Please, come on in. I'll make some coffee. Really? Okay. I guess I'll make myself at home, pretty lady. Wait a minute. I know that voice. Die. Do you know who it is? You are going to be very surprised. Oh, Nicky boy, I'm so sorry, but I have got another guest. Ah! You're... Nick, it's you, and Maya too, what a fluke! Ah, Larry, long time no see. What? You two know each other? Nicky boy? Nick, do you and this girl have, something going on? Something? I underestimated you, Nick. A gorgeous lady like this, and married too? Way to go, dude. I knew it. Just when things can't get any worse. It's time to cue in the buds. Larry Butts. Ever since grade school, he's been not exactly a close friend, but yeah, we know each other. Well, after this game, they're considered close friends. Hey man, that wasn't nice. I was your very first client. We've got quite the storied history, he and I. What we used to say still rings true. When something smells, I'll let you finish it, Die. Go ahead and finish the last of this. You can do it, Di. When something smells, you didn't say it. It's usually the butts. Hey, come on now. You're embarrassing me. And in front of this pretty little thing here. So, you two are old childhood friends, I see. That's so sweet. You two go ahead and catch up on old times. I'm going to go check on my bike. Nice girl, that Desi. So, how have you been, Nick? Too busy if you really want to know. So, what have you been up to this whole time? It's been 2 years since I heard from you. And what's with these clothes? You look, well, weird. Hey man, that's uncalled for. This is my uniform for my part-time job. But I can't believe it's been 2 years. They say time flies when you're having fun. Huh? Well, what's wrong? Nigga, I gotta tell you, women, I don't trust them anymore. You got dumped again? Well, you know Bennifer? I have a feeling the translators, they were gonna write in a J, and one of them got so intoxicated, and they just ended up writing a B. Because I don't think Bennifer is a common name. Bennifer is the name given by the media to the high-profile relationship. Okay. I followed her all the way to Japan 2 years ago. That's where I met the famous Caddy Tom, and my whole life changed. The names for these girls that Capcom has created for Larry Butts are unusually weird. Cindy Stone, I can see that being a common name, but Caddy Tom? Was she a stripper? Bennifer? Caddy Tom? I've never heard of either of them. Anyways, dude, Caddy Tom chose Hollywood over me. Can you believe it? Well, actually, anyway, sounds like you had quite the adventure. Women, they're so. But you're different, Maya. You're not like the rest. Looks like he's still the same old Larry. So, what are you doing here anyway? Huh? What do you mean by that? I'm just a natural-born nice guy, that's all. Well, actually, I picked this up last night while I was working. A wallet? You say you found this last night? Yeah, it had a driver's license in it, so I figured I'd just return it myself. Ron's wallet added to the court record. Hang on. Let me see that for a minute. I knew it. Desi's picture is in here. Yeah, I guess he really digs his wife, huh? Hey, Nick! It's not what you think at all! Oh, I'm pretty sure it is. You haven't changed a bit. No way, man! I mean, she's a married woman. That's just bad news. He really is here just to check out Miss Delight. So, you said you found it at your job, right? Yeah, I'm working for a private security company as a guard. Chicks just love a guy in uniform, you know. Security guard, huh? So that's what the uniform is all about. So, what time was it when you found this list last night? Huh? Why are you asking that? Trying to see if I've got an alibi? You're not the one on the hook for a crime this time, buddy. I guess it was around 1 o'clock in the morning on the first floor of our company building. What was Miss Delight's wallet doing there? Anyways, there's nothing weird about that. After all, he works there. He works there? You mean Mr. Delight? Sure. Here, take a look at this. It's right there in his wallet. First of all, you shouldn't be going through somebody's wallet because it's out of disrespect for that person because they could have some private stuff inside their wallet. What's this card? It's a key card for the security company. See, it's got a serial number on it right there. There's no mistake about it. You said you were working part-time at a security company, right? That's right. What are you making that scary face? Security company. Something's not quite secure about Larry's working there. I need to find out as much as I can about this key card. Key card added to the court record. Hey Larry, what about this? What? If you got something to say, then say it already. Huh? A blackmail letter? Do you know anything about this? What? I don't know anything about Alexis, and that's the truth. Huh? What? Alexis, the robot? I can't believe you do this to me. I thought you were my friend. $50,000? I don't have that kind of money. No, you don't understand. This blackmail letter was sent to Ron Delight. Phew. Man, you scared me. I almost had a heart attack, you idiot. Wait, I'm the idiot? Man, I was totally confused because it said KB Security right on the envelope. Yeah, so what? That's where I got a part-time job at KB Security. We can tell that on the freaking patch on the uniform. What? Maya, don't act like you're dumb too because you can read it right out of uniform. Sounds like I should really find out more about the KB Security Company. KB Security, the company in the blackmail letter. You know about it? That's where I work, yeah. In fact, I'm on the job right now. Huh? So what are you doing here then? Well, the boss is away right now, and you know what mice do when the cat's away? Yes. Anyways, how far away is this company? Let me see, about 30 minutes by car, I guess. Well, if you fly down the road anyways. Well, this apartment building is pretty close to Lordly Taylor, right? And it would take roughly about an hour to go from here to KB Security and back. Front of light was at KB Security when the robbery occurred, then... Whoa. Then he couldn't have stolen the urn. What am I missing? Oh, that's what I'm missing. You didn't touch anything in the wallet, did you? Hey man, be serious! You know what I was interested in. If Master Mass doesn't look out, he's gonna be the victim of a robbery himself. So, you sure about this key card? Yep, that's the key card we use at the building I work in. According to the serial number, this one is for the CEO's office. You need to get into the room, and every time you use that card, it leaves a record. It leaves a record? Yeah, it tells you exactly who entered the room and when. Larry, I need that data. Whoa, slow down, man. Sorry, but that data is off limits to outsiders. If I lost this job, I'd never have a chance with Jesse. It's times like these when I wish lawyers weren't so powerless. Key card updated in the court record. Well, Phoenix, you do have the right to subpoena the record. A lawyer can subpoena anything. Hey, Nick, your phone. Hello? Hello? Is this the Wright residence? Ah, Pearls. Where are you? I thought I'd go to Lordly Taylor to try to find some more clues, but I'm afraid I've gotten lost. What? Give me the phone, Nick. Pearly, where are you right now? I was walking along and I found myself in front of that person's office. That person? Who? That person who doesn't act his age and always says the Blary when he's excited. Look at me, Ace Detective. Okay, stay right there. We're coming to get you. Alright, I'm a little scared. Alright, let's go, Maya. Wait a second, Nick! Oh, what? That phone call just now. Sounds like a real cutie. Yeah, she's actually like 3/4 of your age right now. So, no deal. Another one of your special friends? Say goodbye to Miss Delight for me, would you, Larry? October 12th, Acme Detective Agency. Ah, Mr. Nick, Mr. Maya, Pearly. I thought I'd see the two of you again. So, is Mr. Ace Detective out of the office? Yes, when I arrived here, there wasn't a single soul in sight. Say, Nick, doesn't it look like something's changed since we were last here? Now that you mention it. This bag, I'm sure it wasn't here before. Looks quite full. I wonder what could be in here. Hey Nick, come on, open it up. Hey, wait a minute. We we can't just open his private property. Don't be such a fuddy-duddy. This is an important investigation. That's true, and truth be told, I have to admit I am kind of curious. Well, what is in there? Hang on a sec. I'm taking it out now. Whatever it is, it feels kind of hard and smooth. Well, hello there! Eek! He's here! What are you doing, Sir Lawyer? I'm shocked to see a servant of the court ignoring the law of flagranti. I'm really sorry. Maya made me do it. Nick, I can't believe you. A gentleman never uses a lady as an excuse for his own poor behavior. The real question is, can you afford to waste time lollygagging about here? What do you mean by that? Perhaps I should make myself more clear. Tomorrow's trial, Savuari. Shall we say the fugitive Sir William will be dropping his panties before lunchtime? What? Look at me. We gotta talk this through. This Sir Williams you're talking about, he can't. I want to look this up. Yeah. He can't. See the man? He passed away November 28th, 2021. He was 79 years old. I am not going to try to say his name because his name is quite long. I can't tell if this man has 2 middle names or 3 first names. I'm sorry. But yeah, he's not going to be dropping his panties before lunchtime. No, it's a Monty Python reference. They did. They did. Wow, Nick, sounds like it's gonna be really, really exciting. What's gonna happen at the trial that's so dramatic? You know what your biggest mistake so far has been, Sir Lawyer? It was becoming a lawyer in the first place. You know what your mistake is, Acme is? You were born. with the name Look At Me. Which may not be your fault. But you have to live with that mistake for the rest of your life. That really does sound like a big mistake, Mr. Nick. Tomorrow will be a day to remember. I, Look At Me, will take the stand. And then the Voirie. My testimony will prove to be the undoing of the lot of you. I think the word Voirie is a word that was created for this game. I don't think... Hey, we're back to 90 followers again. Can I see my subscribers go up? The Voirie. In the Japanese version, he talks with a lot of very old Japanese words, and his catchphrase is Voirie. The catchphrase is based on the word Zuvari. Frankly or deceivably, often used in Japanese infomercials. Okay. But Voirie is not a real American word. Now that I know it's Zuvari or Zubari in Japanese. Okay. Well, if they're not subscribed to the YouTube channel, I want them to subscribe. Yes, all of you. I will unmask you as the thief's co-conspirators. Yeah, right. Co-conspirators? You're quite out of defense, I see. However, not I that is your greatest enemy. There is a far more dangerous threat that you will face during the trial. What are you talking about? Your lawyer? If you truly are what you say, I'm sure you've heard of him. His name is Dodo. I'm going to use that pronunciation because that is how Capcom knowledge that's pronounced. But it clearly looks like Godot. And as far as I know, in the English language, we don't have a silent T at the end of the word. I don't believe in any of our language we have a silent T at the end of the word. Godo? You have taken a step down to the path of foolishness. You try to defend a career criminal who deserves nothing less than the death penalty. Hey, last time I checked, no one knows for sure that Mr. Delight really is the mascot. My dear lady, times may change, but people sadly do not. People do change, I'm afraid. Their personality can change like a button. Well, you will understand this when you are more mature. Who is this Godot person? It's not surprising that a spare medium has not heard the name. Godot, the prosecutor whose equal cannot be found in this country, but in heaven. Godot, a legend or myth? Man, men pin a lifetime of hope on the chances to simply meet him. Prosecutor Godot, but the best prosecutor in this country isn't Godot, it's Mr. Edgeworth. Isn't that right, Nick? No surprise that a spirit medium such as yourself would know nothing of this. But Ace Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth is currently traveling abroad. Huh? In fact, it was Mr. Edgeworth who acknowledged Godot as the best in this country. Where's that written in writing? I need something in writing that says Edgeworth acknowledged Godot as the best in this country. And do you agree with that? Most certainly. In fact, you could call him to look at me at the prosecutor office. Well, that's good to hear. The prosecution has a fighting chance tomorrow. Mr. Nick, is this Godot really that strong? I seem to remember hearing about someone like that. Not surprising. Some people have spent their entire lives idling, waiting for his appearance. Looks like we've done investigating for today. Sir Lawyer? The stage has been set, and all the pieces are finally in place. All that remains now is for the dance to begin. A new prosecutor and an ace detective and a thief. This will be one tough trial. All right, I'm going to BRB real quick, and then we're going to talk about this, okay? Okay, I'm back. First of all, I'm going to ask you, you got any thoughts? Questions, concerns? Criticisms? All right, so let's talk about this, because there's a lot to take in. Which, personally, if I look at the second part, I'm going to leave the trial aspect for tomorrow, okay? So, we had the urn stolen, okay? By Mask to Mask. This by far is one of the most controversial. Yeah, I know it's going to be an hour. We only have an hour left. Yes, the trial is actually going to be a little longer than that. Matter of fact, I actually have 2 parts of the trial to do tomorrow. The reason why I want to do the trial tomorrow is because there's a lot taken. Like I said, there's 2 parts of the trial. It's actually considered 1 chapter, but it's going to be over an hour long. So I don't want to extend this. Plus, I have stuff that's got to be done for the PFL tonight too. So a little extra hour isn't going to hurt us with that one. So that's why I'm going to take about a few minutes to explain this case. So we're not dealing with a murder case. This is the first one. This is the most controversial case in Trials and Tribulations. There's a lot of people that don't like this case. The ones that do like this case, they like it for the references that are in this case, okay? Unique. You almost spelled that correctly. Yes, this case is very unique. This has a lot of references that you may not understand. The Monty Python, if you've ever seen the show, that was a reference to Monty Python. But we did have an actual Sir Williams that existed. And he passed away. I just read that to you. He passed away in 2021, which was before I was streaming this game then. And then in the pandemic, he passed away. Yes, I did say that. I said that I wasn't going to really say his full name because I wasn't sure if he had 2 middle names or 3 first names, because the English people, they can have multiple first names because it's pretty common over there. It's not a bad thing. Names, you can name people whatever you want. And usually when they put it in the record, the middle names are usually not documented on a wiki page. Usually not documented. But yeah, that phrase was a Monty Python phrase that Look At Me says. Look At Me itself is Look At Me. He has a cross between Kefka and the Joker. You know what both of those look like, right? And you know they're both clowns. You know where the Joker's from. You know where Kefka's from. All right. Oh, let's look it up. So, this is his concept art. I will DM this to you because it's easier to look at. This is his concept art. This is what he looks like in one of the Dissidia games. Cosplay event. You see the resemblance. Now there's different versions of the Joker. So this Joker is from the original DC comics. And that's what a lot of people are familiar with. These are the different movie Jokers. And that's all I got of that. So the movie Joker, or the comic book Joker, is pretty much going to look exactly like the one. So now you know where no, not quite Tara. Tara actually has green hair, like she said. But that's pretty much the character that she has on her profile picture. Oh, I just remembered something I have to give you, Di. I will explain. I wanted to give you banners. Okay, so Ron DeLite believes he's the mask. His wife, Desiree, by the way, Desiree is French. She believes that her husband is not the mask. There was no way for him to steal the urn. Which means the blackmail letter that he received, he went to that location instead. So, we will find out more details about that later, I guess. So, yeah, today was going to be I was going to end it early anyways. I have a lot of work that I had to catch up. We do have to go through every stadium, take a look at their owner's box. I could briefly take a look at the news and stuff. And tomorrow I can actually look at we can do the practice. If I had more days to accommodate for this, I would probably have streamed it, but I'm rather tight. So Wacky World Football League practice is done. All right. So, yeah. I know I normally go until noon on this, but we got a lot of work that's got to be done. I want to get it done before Thursday. Tara Branford. Both of those characters are from Final Fantasy VI. Okay? So, I know it's common for a lot of students to play the same game over and over, but it becomes very, very stale to watch the same game over and over again. You understand what I mean, right, guys? To watch a game over and over again. The same game over and over again. You understand that, right? It becomes stale after a while. But yet, that's what YouTube wants. You're going to play the same thing over and over and over again. That's what YouTube wants. I like to keep things in variety because I want to put something different on there. And the football, while it's technically the same game, there is different varieties. And if I were to do that all year long, that would also get stale. But you do what you do. You do what you can to support these people. Are you literally giving me more information up here? Yeah. YouTube just updated this again. Now it's telling me I have a privacy to the stream is non-public. Scheduled for March 25th, 2024 at 8 p.m. Well, that doesn't really need to be in the YouTube Studio section on my dashboard. How many are you at right now? I know the weekends are going to be busy now because of the football. As a matter of fact, we have one stream Wednesday night where I'm doing the hack. Well, I guess you've done 11. So 19 more. You think you can get them done? You think you can get them done by June? June's a long ways away, so. Well, I'm on the partner program. I'm the light program, so putting up content kind of like is mandatory, and making videos daily, and as much time as it takes to make a video, it burns you out quite a bit. At least with streaming, you can do the cut, you can do the splicing and the cutting of the video out of it, which saves a lot less time, and YouTube archives it after the stream is over with. Alright, so Rain-X. We'll go over there, check on Rain-X to see if she's getting any better. She's still been sick. She took a few days off. I think she was still recovering from her illness. She's still getting better. She said she's got medication on her. So we'll just check on to see how she's doing over there, okay? Di, if you want to give her another one of your fairy hugs, you can go give her one of your fairy hugs. Well, it's a way to make money, and if you have the dedication to do it, go ahead and do it. If you don't have the dedication to do it, you don't have to do it, okay? That's all I'm saying. I want to provide content, and there's going to be other stuff in video games I'll do eventually, but I got to have the extra money and stuff like that. Hopefully we can get this game finished up too. And to be able to make it easier for other people to add stuff to the game, I have to create several files. And now that we have Parsec, there's an easier way to do it. So, in Parsec, you already know, it does capture the entire desktop screen. Like I said, if you're going to be in involved with Parsec, you're probably going to have to use another monitor. There is nothing wrong with getting a second monitor. So if you're going to participate with RPG Maker through Parsec, you probably want to have the mouse turned off for that one, because you're going to have somebody help you with the mouse. So, alright. That'll be it for me. You guys have a